back to my channel. It's Karen Lavender Clothesline, and this morning I got notification that a large home goods store is running a 40% off of all of their inventory, and this is because they are changing locations. So let me back up and tell you about a conversation that Lisa and I had. If you don't know who Lisa is, she is my daughter who also has a channel. She does videos about what renovations they're doing in their new house. Well, it's not really new. They've been in for about a year now, and she and I were talking on the phone probably about a week ago, maybe even as much as 2 weeks ago, and she said to me, hey, the HomeGoods out by me is changing locations. I said, are they? Do they have any kind of notification in the window of when this is going to happen? She said no. She spoke with an employee, but the employee told her they didn't even know when it was going to happen. So I mentioned to Lisa, a lot of times when big stores do a move of location, in other words, they're moving their whole store to a location, it is more cost effective for that company to sell off everything in the store rather than, you know, having the workforce pack it all up and ship it to the new place and unpack it. So what they will do is X amount of time before they're shut down and reopen, they throw the whole store into a sale. So I asked Lisa to keep an eye on it and let me know if she saw any kind of clearance signs, and this morning I got the call probably about 7 o'clock that last night they changed the signs in the store window to 40% off the whole store. So that is where we are going today. I'm going to hopefully film. I don't know if I will be able to film how crowded this store is going to be. I'm expecting like a line when I get there. Now the store opens at 9:30 and right now it is about 8 o'clock and I am heading over there now to get in line. Hopefully I'll grab a couple of carts and see what I can find. You never know. Now HomeGoods price points, you have to take into consideration that your buyer is going to pay shipping. So you really want to be careful what you buy in a sale like this, in my opinion, because you want to go for the lighter items that have the most resale capability. So in other words, what I'm going to be looking at, linens, probably home decor, holiday decor, stationery, what else? I think those are the main things, probably kitchen tools, maybe artificial flowers. That's probably it. I will not be looking at, try not to look at furniture, rugs, big comforters. I won't do because of the shipping costs, because you have to really take that into account instead of getting all excited, you know, that things are 40% off, and then you get it home and realize what buyer is going to pay an additional $30 for shipping. So that's where we're off to this morning. Hit that like and subscribe button. Let's go see if we can find anything to flip for a profit from HomeGoods clearance sale. A tip that I did want to share with you guys is most retail stores are happy to hold your completed filled carts up front while you fill another cart. So I always ask if they have that ability to hold what I'm purchasing. I tell them I am buying this whole thing, but I would like to fill another cart. Do you mind holding this up front for me? And most retail stores are happy to do this. So I figured I would just pass that tip along. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Karen Lavender Clothesline. And in today's video, I have a little bit of a different haul than I normally do. So I had planned to do a haul for what I've been picking up in Goodwill, and I might throw those items into the end of this because I've been finding some really interesting items and they've been selling fairly quick. But then this morning I got up and I heard about a sale that was going on in a HomeGoods. If any of you don't know what HomeGoods is, it's a home decor store that is also connected with TJ Maxx and Marshalls and maybe one other store, I'm not exactly sure. But I heard that the HomeGoods in York, Pennsylvania is moving out of their present location and moving down the street into a bigger store. So when I heard about that, I said to myself, I bet you they're going to have a clearance sale. So this morning I woke up and heard that they were having 40% off. Now the sale started yesterday, and I wasn't sure when that sale was starting, but I still wound up getting $600 worth of items for retail arbitrage. I'm going to show you what I chose. Now I could not run comps on anything. The store was crazy, triple crazy, but I think I did okay. So today we're going to look at what I bought from HomeGoods. All right, hopefully this is bright enough. I have a few lights shining so that we can really take a look at the items. I'm going to tell you that this sale was 40% off. I'm not going to name individual prices because I am selling this stuff. So sometimes I'm a little bit cautious of saying what I paid for retail arbitrage if other people can go to the store and get the items. All right, so let's get started. I'm just gonna go from one end of the table to the next, and I'm just gonna pick up the items and tell you what my thinking was with the items. So one of the first things I saw when I came in the store were these beautiful statues. So I got the monkeys, I got 2 of them. I got a gorilla or an ape, and I got alligators. So 2 monkeys, 1 gorilla, and 2 alligators. This is what how cool are these? So these were 40% off. I said absolutely yes. One of the rules that I make for myself when I go into a store that's a retail store having a clearance situation is the first rule in my mind is do not pick up anything that is heavy to ship. Because we all know that story. You get all excited about an item, you bring it home, you go to ship it costs $50 to ship. So whether you're picking up that cost and calling something free shipping or the buyer is paying, shipping is not free. We all know that. So while I was waiting for the store to open, I got there a little bit early. I went over the rules in my head. I said, okay, Karen, nothing too heavy. Try to look for holiday stuff of holidays coming up. Definitely linens. I do very well with linens. And what else? Anything else that was pretty or really caught my attention trending. What I did stay away from was overly big linens, no rugs, no furniture, no heavy lamps, nothing highly breakable. All right, so we got those statues. I got the statues. I'm going to put him to the side. Okay, we're going to look at a few of the linens. I did look at sheets, and I'm going to tell you I paid $11 for a sheet set. Comes in this cute little bag. This is a twin extra large, so I got that. I picked up red pillowcases, 400 thread count. This has a feather from something, in a zipper bag. I figured with Christmas coming, pillowcases in red was a good thing to pick up. Shower curtain. And I picked it up in gray and white blanket stripes. That's what that looks like. And I picked up baby linens. So the prices, if you're catching any of these prices, I did not pay these prices. A lot of this was on clearance and then 40% off. So that's a great deal. So this is just a little baby essential, little photo opportunity hat and swaddle blanket. How cute is that? One of the first items that I saw in the store when I went down the Halloween aisle were these. I think these are called sugar skulls, Day of the Dead skulls, and they have tassels. So it's just a little banner that somebody would decorate for. This is good for young person's room, boho style, and I think I picked up 20 of these, at least 20. I'll show them to you. There might even be 30 here. So what I love about this is I got them in white and in black, 2 listings, multiple listing. You list it once and then they just sell through. I love when I go into retail stores that is a possibility. Many of you know the majority of what I pick up is at yard sales and thrift stores. So it's almost all one-offs. It's very rare that you find multiples of something. But retail is great because you take photos of 1 or 2 items and you might have 20 or 30. So one listing allows you just to keep selling through for the same work that you had to put into for just one listing. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. One of the other things that I'm very drawn to are pieces for a woman's vanity or a desk situation. So this is like a bracelet holder. I thought this was beautiful. I liked that it was a filigree in gold. So I went ahead and picked that up. I'm just going to show you what I picked up. This is not really, you know, me explaining things like I do with vintage items. I picked up a lot of desk or office accessories. We all know with COVID, so many people set up their desk at home, and I don't think that's going to change. I think a lot of people that had to stay home and work from home are either going to continue to do that even on a part-time basis, or I think a lot of people are going to leave a desk set up because it's nice having an at-home desk. I've almost always had a desk even when I didn't work in a desk situation. So I picked up these caddies. It's a beautiful, like, it's almost like a seashell looking, like an abalone or a mother of pearl. I picked up quite a few of them. I picked them up in white, gold. Those were the 3 compartment. I picked up the singles, and I picked up the carousels. I love the carousels. This is going to be hard not to keep. All right, what else did I get? Wood items. Even in a new situation, I gravitate towards the wood items. These are coasters, so I got a couple of those. And I found a beautiful cutting board. Now the cutting boards can be quite heavy, so if you buy cutting boards, if you see gorgeous cutting boards on sale, make sure you're keeping in mind that cutting boards can be crazy heavy, and the buyer is going to see like, oh, a cutting board for $19.99, but then they're going to have to pay $30 to have it shipped. Kills the sale. But hopefully this one is light enough, so I picked this one up. I also picked up quite a few kitchen tools, Rubbermaid spatulas. Well, they're not Rubbermaid, they are Bombay. So I picked up a few of those in different colors, and I picked up quite a few of the KitchenAid measuring cup and spoon. I feel like everybody needs these, and because they're KitchenAid, they came in red, black, or white. Only the red was left, so I went ahead and picked up KitchenAid. There's got to be like 30 or 40 of them in there. But again, one listing. So I'm going to take maybe 5 photographs of this and then put in the quantity and just let them sell through. And this is great. I just wrap a piece of bubble wrap around it, throw it in a poly mailer, and we are good to go. So this is a great item to pick up if you're looking for listing something that just has multiples, and you can get multiples of them. Another item that I found was this macrame hanging shelf. I thought this was really, really cool, and I'm sorry I could only get 2 of them. I don't know that you really have to put something here. I guess you could put a plant or just little doodads, little tchotchkes, and this was a great price point. So 40% off. I wish I could have gotten 100 of these things. I think these are going to do well. All right, what else are we going to talk about? Sticking with the office theme, I picked up planners. They had their 2022 planners, so I picked up 2 of those. They did have another planner. It was called 2021-2022. So it still had the 2022 in there, but it was like half the planner by the time you sell it, you know, say it's around the 4th quarter, like November, December. I don't know that that many people would want to pay for a book where half of it was kind of already past. So I stuck with the journals or the planners that were 2022. Another item that I picked up was keto snacks, so I got quite a few of those, and Mega Omega snacks in a bag. This is kind of like a nut fruit mix. Picked up this one. Now these will expire, and you have to be aware of when you look at food product in a retail situation. You always really want to be aware that the expiration date is far out enough to where if this takes time to sell, it's still going to be fresh. So I'm always aware of that when I pick up things like this. Picked up some Conair True Glow. It's like a face cleanser scrubber thing. And Christmas pillows. Picked up a bunch of these. Christmas stockings. So I picked up some of these. These are Nicole Miller. So she's a really pretty designer. I got these in 3 different patterns. And what else did I get? I think that's about all I'm going to show from the retail arbitrage, but I'm going to clear this table off and then we're going to take a look at the few pieces that I got from Goodwill recently, and we're going to talk about what made me pick those up and what I paid for them. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so I've taken off all of the new items and now we have a few items from Goodwill that I just wanted to show you what I'm picking up and what I'm finding. I always like to throw in a little bit of something else in every haul, whether it's throwing shoes into a hard goods haul or hard goods into a retail arbitrage. That way, if you're not really into what I'm showing you, there's something for everybody. All right, let's get started. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces to talk about, and I think they're really good. So first I'm going to start with the only piece of clothing. This is a ski sweater with a deer motif. I think those are deer. Are those deer? It looks like reindeer. And some of you might recognize this tag. Now this tag looks different. I think there are 3 different tags for this company. This is Dale of Norway, one of my all-time favorite sweater companies to find. It looks like it's in great condition. I don't see any flaws, famous last words. And this is Goodwill, $7.75. So I thought that was really good. How pretty is that? So that is item number 1. I have done really well with Dale of Norway sweaters. A couple of them have sold for over $100. So Dale of Norway is a tag that you want to learn and you want to look out for in the thrift stores. All right, the next item, guys, I'm not sure if these are vintage or contemporary, but they are decorative balls. And you can see they have a jack-o'-lantern motif. I feel like they sound like they're made of gourds. You know when people dry gourds and they decorate them? I don't think they are gourds because they're just both so exactly the same. And like I say, in nature, you know, usually it's very hard to find 2 things of the same item exactly the same, whether it's a leaf or a snowflake or whatever. Usually there's differences. So this tells me it's manufactured, but I can't tell what this is made out of. So anyway, I picked them up. I thought they were super cool. Really liked the graphic on them. Very like folk art. What other decor name would we give these? I'm not quite sure. So leave a comment down below if you know what decor these would be called. Not that they're what holiday, but if they are, you know how we say like Victorian or Art Deco, Art Nouveau, that type. What country, farmhouse, I'm not quite sure what to call these. You could tell I'm at a loss for words, but I picked them up. I paid $1.99 each and I said, oh yeah, absolutely, I will take those. The next item is almost a pair of shoes, but not quite. I found these men's smoking slippers. How good are these? I don't know if these are really called smoking slippers. It's a loafer, that's what I call them. And right away I said, oh, what are those? Now I saw the tag, and the tag is Stacy Adams, I think. Yes, Stacy Adams. And I didn't know that Stacy Adams made something of this quality. I did run comps in Goodwill for these slippers, and these should do very well. The thing that really drew my attention, you guys know I'm all about a leather sole. When I see that the sole is genuine leather, that causes me to pause and say, okay, what shoes are these? Do I want these? Because most cheap brands will not give you a leather sole. So these are gorgeous, quilted, men's. I'm calling them a smoking slipper, smoking loafer. I mean, you could really wear these out. So what did I pay for them? $7.47. I thought these were a fantastic find. Next item up, I saw 2 kitties. One was just plain white. I left him behind. He had no features. He had no special eyes or anything. It was an all white kitty. He was cute. He was a statue, kind of contemporary. And then I saw this guy and I said, oh yeah, I'll have him. Look at those eyes. So this is put out by somebody. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see. ELPA, could that be? ELPA? Alcoa something. I'll try to leave it on the screen. I'll write it on the screen. I'll take a magnifying glass out. But I said yes to this kitty. and he's just about to get listed. The items that I'm showing you now, most of them are photographed and will be put on into my eBay store. Should be by Monday. There's one piece that's not photographed yet, 2 pieces, but the rest of it is photographed. So if you're looking to purchase things that I show in a haul, sometimes it takes me a while, you know, that grouping of items takes a while to get up to the listing part. But I list everything I buy, so no fears there, no death piles. So I said yes to this green-eyed black and white kitty. Next up is a brand I always look for. This is Department 56, and these are the Halloween Village Accessories Eerie Rocks and Road. Set of 8. So you get 4 rocks and 4 pieces of roads. And this is in the package. Now the packaging, the box has kind of destroyed the styrofoam, but the product itself is in there. I opened them and checked it, great condition. And what did I pay for these? I don't even remember what I paid for these. I'm gonna say $2.99 or $3.99. And I think these bring between $35 and $40. I've forgotten now, but when I list it, I will check it again and price mine comparatively. So I got 2 of these, which is a great pickup. We're just gonna do one more. This is the find of the week. Fell in love with this, and I was like, oh, it's big, whatever. Let me grab it. Okay, so I saw this sitting on the shelf, Noah's Ark. This whole thing is made out of wood. No animals, no Noah, no Noah's wife. Did Noah's wife have a name? Mrs. Noah. And it has a little, let me see if I can do this with holding it. Oh, there we go. It has the little drawbridge for the animals to go inside. How sweet is this? Now I did pay up for this a little bit. I think I paid $15 for this. Yep, $14.99. But I thought this was fantastic. I did check comps for this. These bring over $100. So I said, yes, yes, yes. I will probably sell this local and then maybe ship it. Probably not, I'm thinking. I'm probably just gonna stick with local and charge less than what it would be on eBay. That's usually what I do. I price down a little bit. But I thought this was fantastic. So what family wouldn't love this, you know, for their kids or grandkids to be able to play with. All right, guys, that is the haul for today. Thanks so much for following along. Hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, go out and get what's yours.